Sinners! How are ya? On today's installment of the Letterboard of Truth, our quote of the day is... No, chef.
Take your jacket off and go! Oh, chef, don't say that!
Because I think what we're about to witness would put Gordon Ramsay in a coma. Today, I will single-handedly prove why food videos need to be banned from the internet. I'm speaking in hyperbole, of course, but... am I? I'm probably alone in this sentiment, considering that food videos are the third most consumed type of online content. No pun intended. Because food influencers are a dime a dozen now, creators need to find a way to stand out, which is why I think food videos have become one of the top sources for rage farming. And you know what? It works. The food hack industrial complex is alive and well. We're all just mere fish in a sea of rage bait, and I'm certainly not exempt from that. Just a mere 2.5 years ago, we talked about Banana Loves You Too, the lady who went viral for her grocery store food hacks.
Okay. Here's how to tell if your eggs are fresh.
Most recently, we've had chefs blow up on TikTok for straight up violating their food. I'd rather not watch a grown man give cunnilingus to some pizza dough, but maybe I'm the weird one. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Listen, Donut Daddy, Father Fondant, Papa Pound Cake, whatever you like to be called, when people say they want Boston cream donuts, they don't mean that literally. But today, I bring to you yet another perpetrator, or should I say poo-petrator, of food rage bait. And that is Barfly7777, a self-described bathroom chef. Typically, when you see multiple sevens in a row, that's supposed to represent good luck. But I don't feel very lucky right now. This is my donut daddy right here. That sounds so wrong. Anyway, let's watch the video that introduced me to him. Let me just warn you right now, if you have a weak stomach, this video's probably not for you, and I'm not even trying to exaggerate. Like, this is gonna be fucking gross. So the first recipe we have from our fly bar boy is authentic bathroom nachos. It sounds revolting, but I can't wait to watch. Also, just to let you know, all of these have copywritten music, so if you don't hear any sound from the videos, that is why. Let's see how we can make some authentic bathroom nachos. Before we even start, if you notice right here, if you zoom in right here, the meat is from Publix. Publix, if you're not from the States, is, I believe, a Florida-only grocery store chain. And it makes perfect sense that this guy is from Florida. We haven't even started the video, and there's already a lot of information to take in, but let's actually watch now. Why not? All right, we got meat, avocado. Okay, just... all right, there's so much going on. All right, just mix it in the cheese bag, because that makes total sense. There was just so much happening in the first 9 seconds that my brain couldn't catch up, but let's do a quick breakdown before I have a quick breakdown. All right, so we got this lovely gentleman throwing some meat on the raw counter, heating up the water, chopping up some veggies, mixing up the cheese and the seasonings and whatever. All right. Oh, holy sh**. We need an instant replay of that. Hold on. The sink is actually ruined. That literally looks like vomit. I know housekeepers do their best to keep your hotel room clean, but I would never be this comfortable in a hotel room. Sometimes I think I'm making a mess in my hotel room by having my toiletries everywhere. This is a whole other f***ing level, baby. We need to keep watching. It's so bad, I can't look away. All right, chopping the onions, tomatoes. Okay, oh my God. That towel has not been washed since Y2K. Jesus Christmas. All right, chopping up some jalapenos. Oh, dude, the fucking water. That's so fucking rancid. I'm just wondering where the meat went. Did it all float down to the bottom of the sink? Like, Jesus Christmas. We're not even halfway through the video, and I feel like this has taken 10 years off my life. And you know what? I think if you actually ate this, it would take the rest of your years off your life. I think we're making some guac. Yep, gotta get it in between those little fingies of yours. At least he seasoned it. Oh. That looks like sludge. This might actually be the grossest video I've ever done. Oh man, this is rough. Listen, I'm no Rachel Ray. I'm no Bobby Flay. Ooh, that was kind of a bar, I fear. I'm no Paula Dean, but like, I'm not doing this. This guy's gonna like invent a new strain of the stomach bug right here in this sink. Okay. All right, gotta mix the meat in the water. Oh, can't forget the taco seasoning. Okay, we got something. All right, can't forget the tortilla chips. You gotta love the meat grease staining the sides of this white sink. All right, got your sink meat on, your guac, your lump of some nice pico de gallo. You're not even gonna mix it in? Sink meat aside, bathroom nachos aside, at least like mix it together. That's like the fun of a nacho. When you scoop up a chip, you get a little bit of the sour cream, the guac, the cheese, whatever. Even this little poop right here. You want a scoop of it all. Oh, that's rancid. Oh, that's f***ed up, dude. I know I'm voluntarily showing this to you, and I'm voluntarily watching it with you, but I still feel violated. But listen, next time you're having a Taco Tuesday party with your friends, you know, this might be the dish you show up with if you want to kill everyone at the party. Oh, this next one's a special one. Bathroom baby back ribs for a bathroom baby boy. See, look at that sweet darling face of his. A face of a man with absolutely no shame. Okay. All right, more raw meat in the sink. Gotta remove the membrane. Did you see it squirt? Do it squirt? I need a moment to process. This dude is doing a salmonella speed run. How to speed run salmonella poisoning 101. A course taught by Barfly777777. Okay. Seasoning. At least he's seasoning. All right. I know us white folk get accused of not seasoning, but like, hey, this guy's beating the no seasoning allegations. Yes, rub it nice on that bathroom counter. Oh, that's not. Okay, so you're gonna destroy a pillowcase so you can have your little baby back ribs? Really? That bathroom's gotta smell crazy. Out of all the reaction type videos I've done on this channel, this one has me the most speechless. Nothing. It looks like you killed someone. Roast 4 hours, all right, and set your hotel room on fire. I mean, what is he if not innovative? Using a pillowcase and a blow dryer to grill some baby back ribs? This is the epitome of DIY, as in, why would you do this to yourself? All right, nice little sauce. Rub that in. Where'd the corn come from? All right, don't hate me, but it kind of looks good. Like, raw meat on the bathroom counter aside, it looks edible, and that's the issue. This is why you can't eat at everybody's house. The food could look good, but it could have also been made in your bathroom sink. That corn does look juicy. Success? I think we have 2 different versions of success, but that's just me. Unfortunately, out of the 2 we've seen, this one looks the most edible, but I still wouldn't eat it. Obviously, because I don't have a death wish. Just what we need, a seafood medley. Bathroom big bass, bouillabaisse. I'm definitely gonna get yelled at in the comments for mispronouncing that, but you know what? I'm trying over here, okay? I am going through emotional distress watching this with you. Okay. The fishy is still alive. Oh, Nemo. Unless if he started filming right as soon as he got back to his room, or he got it delivered to him somehow. How did the fish make it to this point? All right, just murder it right in front of our eyes. You're not escaping the Ted Bundy allegations. Genuinely nothing sounds more gross than putting like a fish head in a bathroom sink. Good Lord. And again with the nasty blood-soaked deteriorating towel that hasn't been washed. Come on. Okay, just do it right on top of the towel that just had raw fish on it. That's healthy. And you didn't even wash the onion. That's probably the least of your concerns, but still. In fact, I don't think we've seen him watch a single vegetable this entire time. Okay. One leak. That looks fucking gross. Oh my God. How is this man still with us? Respectfully. Parsley and thyme, it seems like it's time for you to get a new brand for your social media pages, sir. Ooh, nice little citrus. Okay. All right. Gotta take out the fish bones. God, that looks nasty. Another unwashed towel for his collection. I haven't seen like a single clean thing this entire time either. It's like he's purposely trying to make a mess. And like, I get it. This is rage bait. Like he's clearly trying to gross people out, but like he's clearly not faking the content. Like this is something he's actually doing in a hotel room. Like the setting has changed each time. Whether he's eating it or not, he's still leaving it behind for someone to clean up. Because there's no way he's cleaning this up on his own. Unless if he like hires a cleaning team or has like deep cleaning products somewhere else in the hotel room we're not seeing. Like the poor housekeeping staff. What was that pill bottle right there? All right, now here's the medley part. Yummy. Success. Another recipe for the books. Out of the 3 recipes we've seen so far, this one might be the grossest. I'm sure they all taste insane, but if I had to rank these 3 dishes on aesthetics alone, the baby back ribs look the most edible. Then it's the nachos. I still wish he mixed up the ingredients. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then the fish medley probably looks the worst so far. But they all probably have equal amounts of gut deteriorating bacteria. This one is a split pea linguine. I'm already not a fan of this because I hate peas. I don't know if it's a taste thing or a sensory thing, but either way, not a pea fan. So I think this one already is going to go to the bottom of my list. Okay. Nice. We got some mystery meat. I might be a little ignorant. I might be a little dumb, but I have no idea what this is. Is it like raccoon meat? I genuinely can't tell. All right. Boiling the water. Yeah, just have everything. Not the dogs out while you're washing the vegetables. Sir, put those doggies away. Put those doggies back in the cage. I mean, we finally see him washing a vegetable, but at what cost? Now you got your feet germs mixed in with the vegetables and the mystery meat and the split pea or whatever. All right, chop everything up. Onion, of course. Okay, we got a hot plate. Yeah, just mix it all together in the sink, why don't you? Why not? Oh, don't disrespect my culture like this. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. Did it even cook? Oh, truly, I'm stunned. Somehow it still looks more edible than a lean cuisine meal. You know what I'm talking about, those healthy TV dinners like Lean Cuisine, Jenny Craig. I've never seen one look good. No fork, no knives, just vibes. For free? You're gonna show them for free? I mean, we knew this was coming. You're making all this oily, greasy food in the sink. Of course it's gonna destroy the plumbing in your bathroom. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I hope he got charged extra for that. It seemed like a mix of split pea and hair coming out of the drain, and it seems like he fixed it, but I still hope he got charged extra for that, because the audacity to act like this and have someone else clean up your mess. I hope you're tipping those housekeepers $100 a day, at least. I don't care if you're only staying a night. They need to like hose down the hotel room after you leave. All right, so this one is Chicago-style hotel pizza burger. It just seems like he put a bunch of food names in a hat and picked them out and was like, yep, that's gonna be my next meal. Oh, of course. You know what? You're putting the raw meat in the sink. Might as well throw it against the mirror too. Why not? And at least remove the toothbrush and the hair before you start cooking. Let's have a little class here. A little decorum. Not the Bud Light. Do you think he's washing his hands in between, like, the parts of the meal he's cooking? Something tells me he's not, because it seems like the sink is always preoccupied. But it's like the meat and the ingredients are already interacting with all the bacteria in the sink, so it's like, what does washing your hands even do at that point? It's like you might as well embrace the grossness. Oh, now we're baking some Tostino's pizza. Okay. Not a meat tenderizer in sight. Seasonings. That's good. Yeah. It was so stupid of me to think that the toothbrush was there for no reason. Of course. It was to sort out the meat or whatever. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Nice. We putting the pizza right where the raw meat is. Let's have it all mixed together like a nice little family of germs and bacteria and E. coli and whatever. E. coli's afraid of him, if anything. Oh, like a nice little pyramid, a nice little stack of burgers. Oh, cute. It's like a little sandwich. Ooh, right on the bed, right where you place your head at night. Gotta love it. Sure, you're already contaminating the bathroom, so you might as well just go all in at that point. Before we continue, I totally forgot to show you a comment from one of his previous videos. This person asked, do you cater weddings? And he said, of course, but it won't be some boring lemon chicken breast with wild rice. Oh no, it will be memorable. That sounds like a threat. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Notice how we say man when we're disappointed and girl when we're happy? Something to think about. I'm not shocked anymore. Why am I shocked? Why am I shocked that he's putting raw meat in the sink? I don't know. Why? Night. Okay. Sure. Why not? Yeah, just use the trash can. Why don't ya? We haven't washed a single appliance so far, so why start now? Nice. All right. That chicken looks nice and wet. Very nice. The bird is all coated. Now we're gonna fry it. And would you look at that? Nice and crispy, golden, delicious. Okay. I thought you weren't supposed to dump oil down the sink. I thought that like ruined the pipes. And just enjoy it right in bed. And it looks red too. Success. Was it? You know what? If he's happy, I'm happy. Me when I lie. That's the theme for today. Sure, why not? All right, now we got some big game day wings, which is rather appropriate because I believe he posted this on the day of the Super Bowl. Very timely, very festive. Yeah. On the beautiful white towels, let's dump this fucking meat juice. Chop them up. Does anyone else see something wrong with this? Like right here and right here? Sir, whose pubes are that? Here's some advice to anyone who's an aspiring bathroom chef. If you're gonna cook in your bathroom sink, please don't manscape before you do it. In loving memory of a great musician and entertainer that helped shape who I am today. Well, I'm sure whoever they are, they appreciate the home cooking we got right here. The stray pubes. This guy's something. I will miss you, Mojo Nixon. Well, shout out to Mojo Nixon, for real. This one's for you, buddy. Yeah, again, chopping vegetables right where raw meat was. Probably didn't wash them. Sauce starts with homemade mayo with the addition of ranch seasoning, hot sauce, nacho cheese sauce, and some yogurt. Nice, he's giving some tips. He's sharing a recipe, he's sharing the love, so we also can make this in our bathroom sinks. Nice. Well, happy belated Super Bowl Sunday to whoever celebrates. This next one's gonna piss me off, I just know it. Hotel Manapati, way to disrespect my ancestors again, Mr. Barfly. They are rolling in their graves right now. Disgusting. Not the Bush Light cutting board. Shame. Like I said earlier, this guy is innovative. You gotta give him that. Oh, yeah. You know, when they say measure with your heart, I don't think this is what they meant. Nice. So it can grate vegetables and cheese. Looks like someone had a bit of an uh-oh. I mean, this is just so extremely wasteful. Like, unless if he brought the pillowcase from home, whatever hotel he's staying in, they have to throw it out now. And I know we've seen clips of him eating the food, taking a couple bites of the food, but I really hope in my heart of hearts that he's not eating the full plate. And I suspect that he isn't, because I don't believe he's that crazy. But that means that so much food is going to waste every single time. Like 99% of this dish is probably going in the trash after he gets his couple bites in for TikTok. I don't know. It's just like, I know I'm reading a lot deeper into this, and this is probably the reaction he wants me to get upset, which I have been these past several minutes, clearly. I've clearly been in distress. It's just like so much waste. Besides being so unsanitary and disease-ridden this all is, it's super wasteful. That's probably like my main critique besides that. And also like the parasites that are probably forming in those bathroom sinks. Of course. Oh, the hair? That actually made me so upset. This guy needs to be blacklisted from every Best Western in the country. Every Holiday Inn, every fucking hotel chain there is. This dude needs to be on some sort of list. But it only gets worse from here, somehow. So this recipe is for spicy noodle dogs. Unleashed from the trousers of Satan himself, this devil wiener will fry you from your pie hole through your chili chute. Whatever you say. So it seems like, okay, for this recipe, we will sheathe the cursed glizzy with fresh pasta dough made with flour, eggs, lard, and ghost pepper salsa. I see we're still using glizzy in 2024. How do you do, fellow kids? Okay, to be fair, this was posted in September 2023, but still, it's still giving that energy. Okay. All right, we got a little dough action right over the toilet. Sure. The Michelob Ultra can. Encapsulate your wieners to make these custom doggiolis. I think that's the first time those words have ever been strung together in the English language, or granted, any of the 7,000 languages that are out there. Shakespeare is jealous of this guy's exquisite wordplay. It still reads better than any Colleen Hoover book in existence. Okay, he's wrapping the glizzies. Boil your spicy sizzle sticks for 3 minutes. Okay, okay, yep. I'm getting desensitized at this point. Like, yeah, he's throwing the meat in the sink. Yep, been here, done that. I think I'm like actually losing my mind. All right, let's balance out this bowel-burning butt bonanza with a can of pork and beans. King of alliteration. It's gonna blow that toilet off its hinges after finishing that plate. Holy moly. Yummy. The The last thing I wanted to see today, besides all of this man's concoctions, is him doing the reverse cowgirl on a toilet. We've truly seen it all on this channel. Actually, we haven't seen it all quite yet, because we have one final bathroom recipe video left. We have a recipe for hotel bathroom country wine. I mean, we do need a drink to go with all these delicious meals. Okay, so the reason why this guy is doing his little line dance is because Texas Hold'em by Beyonce is playing in the background. So just picture that song while you watch the rest of his TikTok. Beyonce, sweetie, we are so sorry. She has not lost album of the year every single time just for this to happen. The disrespect that woman has faced. Oh, okay, we got different types of grapes, an orange, a lemon, add some citrus. All right, he's putting on, oh. For free? Do you think he washed his feet? Let's do a poll in the comments. Did Barfly7777 wash his feet before stomping on those grapes? I don't think so. And you know what? More power to him, but also, like, don't serve that wine to people, which I hope he isn't, but it's a shame if that's the case, if he wasted all that fresh fruit. Oh, I could just imagine, like, the squelching in between the toes when that happens. Oh my God. I'm gonna lose my appetite for the rest of the night. Little shimmy. The tried and true pillowcase. Of course. Of course. Wouldn't expect anything less. Gotta drain it. Make it sweet. Ooh, is that like left? Let's go back for a sec. Is that like leftover meat fat from a previous recipe? What is that? Is that pulp? I hope that's pulp. How did it go from like a dark pink reddish tint to a green? Because like the math isn't mathing in this situation. I don't think wine is supposed to be that color. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I'm not an alcohol drinker just because I think it tastes nasty. I've never seen a green wine. It looks like he used one of those Bloom nutrition powders in his drink. But yeah, that's Barfly7777 for ya. There's really no message or lesson I want you to take away from this video. I mean, obviously don't make food in your bathroom sink, much less a hotel bathroom sink, because who knows what kind of germs are in a hotel room. This video is just the product of me finding a guy on Twitter and showing him to the rest of you. So thank you for letting me vent today. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, but if I had to rank all of the recipes we watched today, number one would still be the ribs. Then we got the nachos. After that is the bathroom fried chicken, then the manicotti, then the wings, then the Chicago pizza burger or whatever, then the noodle dogs, then the split pea linguine, then the wine, and finally the seafood medley was possibly the worst. And that's based on aesthetics. I would still not eat any of them. I'm curious if you agree with my ranking, so let me know. Thank you for getting through this with me. I promise to never do this again, I hope. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a tiny, tiny thumbs up and subscribe down below. Shout out to Barfly77777. You're a champ for being able to stomach that even for a bite or two. Maybe cut down on the food waste though. Anyway, I love you guys and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye!